For 60 years, I chased the wrong things. Money, status, approval, the big house, the fancy car, the title that made people nod with respect. I ran after all of it like a dog chasing cars, never stopping to ask why, never wondering where I was going, just running, always running. Then I turned 61, and something shifted. Not suddenly, not dramatically, not like the movies where the sky parts and angels sing. It was quieter than that, gentle like the moment at dawn when you can't tell if it's still night or already morning. Was sitting on my back porch, alone, coffee getting cold in my hand, watching the sun come up, and for the first time in my life, I wasn't thinking about what I needed to do, what meeting I had, what email needed answering, what goal I hadn't reached yet. I was just there, present. And in that stillness, something happened. I saw my whole life differently, not as a series of achievements or failures, but as a collection of moments, small moments, ordinary moments, the ones I'd barely noticed while I was busy chasing everything else. I remembered my daughter's laugh when she was 3, not the sound of it, that I remembered, but the way her whole body shook with joy, the way she'd throw her head back and trust the world completely. I'd been so busy building my career that year, I missed most of her laughs. I remembered my wife's hand in mine at our wedding, how small it felt, how safe, how I promised to always be there, and then spent 35 years with my mind somewhere else, at the office, on the phone, worrying about things that seem so stupid now. I remembered my father, sitting in his chair at the end of his life, looking at me with tired eyes, saying, "Son, don't work as hard as I did." I didn't understand then. I thought he was just old and bitter. Now I'm 61, and I finally understand. The day I turned 61, my daughter called, not for anything special, just to talk. She told me about her garden, about the tomatoes finally ripening, about a silly thing her own daughter said at breakfast. 20 minutes of nothing important, and when I hung up the phone, I realized something that broke me and healed me at the same time. That call meant more to me than any deal I'd ever closed, any award I'd ever won, any paycheck I'd ever cashed. At 61, I saw what really matters. It's not the corner office, it's the people who visit you there. It's not the expensive car, it's the conversations you have on the way to nowhere. It's not the retirement fund, it's the memories you actually want to retire with. I spent 60 years building walls to protect myself, a big house, a successful career, a reputation. I thought these things would keep me safe, keep me important, keep me alive. But at 61, I realized walls don't protect you, they just keep people out. And now, when I look back at my life, I don't remember the promotions, I don't remember the bonuses, I don't remember the moments I was so proud of at the time. I remember holding my daughter for the first time, her tiny fingers wrapped around mine, the weight of her in my arms, the terrifying, beautiful responsibility of it. I remember dancing with my wife in the kitchen at 2 a.m., no music, just us, because neither of us could sleep, and somehow that night felt magical. I remember sitting with my mother in her final weeks, holding her hand, her paper-thin skin, her eyes that still sparkled, even when her body couldn't anymore. She didn't talk about her career, she talked about my father, about my childhood, about the simple things that made her smile. At 61, I finally understood what she was trying to tell me. Life is not what you achieve, it's who you love, and who loves you back. Last week, I did something I'd never done before. I called my daughter and asked if I could come help her in the garden, not because she needed help, because I wanted to be near her, to feel the sun on my old skin while she talked about her life, to dig my hands into the dirt and remember what it feels like to create something that doesn't make money but makes joy. She cried when I asked, not sad tears, the other kind, the kind that come when someone shows up in a way you'd stopped hoping they would. We spent the whole day together, planting, weeding, laughing, eating sandwiches on the grass. Her daughter played nearby, my granddaughter, with the same laugh my daughter had at 3, the one I almost missed. At 61, I saw what really matters. It's right here, in this garden, in this moment, in these people who love me not because of what I achieved, but because of who I am. If you're young and reading this, you won't believe me. I know. I wouldn't have believed it either. You think success will fill you up. You think the next goal will be the one that finally makes you happy. You think there's always time to slow down later, but later comes faster than you. Expect one day you'll wake up and you'll be 61. and you'll look around and realize you've been running toward things that don't matter, and running past everything that does. Don't wait until you're 61 to see what really matters. Call your mother, not because you need something, just to hear her voice. Hold your partner's hand, not because you're going somewhere, just because it's there. Play with your children, not when you have time. Make time, before their laughs change, before they stop reaching for you. Put down your phone, turn off the notifications, sit on your porch with cold coffee and watch the sun come up, and let yourself just be there, because at the end of your life, you won't count your achievements, you'll count your moments, the ordinary ones, the beautiful ones, the ones you almost missed while you were busy chasing everything else. That's 61. I saw what really matters, and now that I see it, I'm not going to look away again. I'm 61, and for the first time in my life, I'm actually living.